And now time for this day in Scream Eagles history, and we begin back in the year 1998, where the Scream Eagles would pick up their first win of the season and their fourth try with an 8-2 victory on home ice over the Baie-Comeau Drakkar. Randy Copley had 2 goals and an assist leading the way for the Eagles. Jonathan Gagnon, Ryan Walsh, and Patrick Yetman all with a goal and 2 assists. And 2-point nights for Yannick Carpentier, Robbie Sutherland, and Philippe Tremblay. Sutherland getting his first career goal in this game. 32 saves in the win for Danny Lavoie. Number of fights to tell you about. Randy Copley dropping the gloves with Joey Feta. Trevor Ettinger fighting Benoit Beausoleil. Robbie Sutherland fighting Marc-André Guerrard. And Jean Mallette of the Scream Eagles fighting Jean-Nicolas Bordelot, a former Scream Eagle. In 1999, the Scream Eagles were still winless after 7 games after an 8-4 loss in Chicoutimi. Dominic Desbiens and David Girard each with 2 goals and an assist for the Sags. Yannick Carpentier scoring a goal and 2 assists for Chicoutimi in his first game against Cape Breton after being traded. 2 goals for Gilbert Lafrancois of the Sags and 2 assist nights for Joey D'Amico, Francois Fortin, Eric Bétourné, Jonathan Francoeur, and Carl St. Pierre. For Cape Breton, Max Lessard and Guillaume Lefebvre each with a goal and an assist. A rough night for Daniel Boisclair as he allowed 7 goals on 34 shots and was pulled. And a rough night in terms of attendance, just 832 at this game in Chicoutimi. In the year 2000, the Scream Eagles were winless on the 4th game of a road trip as they had a 1-1 tie against the Drummondville Voltigeurs. 30 saves in this game for Daniel Boisclair and 24 saves for the opposing goaltender Frederic Mallette. Ryan Flynn dropping the gloves against Eric Jean in this game. Olivier Prou would salvage the point for the Eagles as he tied the game with a goal with 5 minutes left. Prou would actually be traded to Drummondville for Steve Villeneuve and Pierre-Luc Imond, who were in the Drummondville lineup in this game. In the year 2002, it was another tie as the Mooseheads came to center 200 and the game finished 2-2. The Eagles were up 2-1, but Peter Verana scored the lone goal in the 3rd period to tie the game up. Max Lessard leading the way for Cape Breton with a goal and an assist. Grant Thomas, the other Eagles goal, as he did not score too many during his time in Cape Breton. Marc-André Fleury with 37 saves for Cape Breton. Michael De Lorenzo playing well in the Halifax goal, making 24 stops. Steve Villeneuve, who will be traded to Halifax later that year, dropping the gloves against Brandon Benedict, and Kevin Aslin of the Eagles fighting with Michael Couch. Eagles had the refs on their side in this game, as the Mooseheads did not have any power plays. In the year 2004, the Scream Eagles would pick up their first win in their 4th try of the year as they came from back down 3-1 to win 4-3 in overtime in Bathurst. J.C. Sawyer, the OT winner in his hometown, the assist going to Igor Zharkov. This game marked the first career goals of Tyler Whitehead and David Victor, and Adam Party scoring his first goal of the season as well. For Bathurst, Thomas Beauregard had 2 goals and an assist, and it was 2-point nights for Matthew Waugh, Marc-André Cote, and Marc-André Douiron. In 2007, the Scream Eagles visited the Val-d'Or for unbeknownst to them, it would be where their season would end as well, and it would be the same result on this night as they fell by a score of 4-1, a goal and an assist for Maxime Lincourt and Brad Marchand. Raphael Dorso makes 31 saves in the win. The Eagles had their chances as they went 1 for 13 on the power play. Val-d'Or goes 1 for 4. Cam Fergus, the lone Eagles goal. J.C. Sawyer didn't get a goal, but not without trying, as he had 10 shots in this game. Daniel Fazzolari of the Eagles dropping the gloves against Julius Sinkovich. In 2009, the Eagles were victorious 2-1 over the Gatineau Olympique at center 200 as Olivier Waugh made 26 saves. A goal in this game for both Morgan Ellis and Brad Kusner, and Alex Cannell of the Olympique getting an assist against his old team. Maxime Clermont make 34 saves for Gatineau in the loss. In 2010, the Scream Eagles fell 2-1 on home ice to the PEI Rocket as Evan Mosier made 24 saves. Francois Lessert of the Eagles playing well in the loss, making 37 saves. Ben Duffy had the winner in the 3rd period for PEI. Victor Hertzberg had the lone Cape Breton goal. Statistical oddity in this game, no penalties called. In the year 2011, the Scream Eagles were swept in a 2-game set in Baie-Comeau as they fell by a score of 6-2 to the Drakkar. Raphael Boussier had 2 goals and an assist, while Sam Carrier had 3 assists for the Drakkar, and 2-point nights for Sacha Guimond, Jean-Philippe Caron, and Thomas Filippi. Logan Shaw had 2 assists for Cape Breton in the loss, and the Eagles' Felix Jerry dropping the gloves in this one against Jonathan Lessard. And finally, in the year 2016, the Scream Eagles would fall 3-1 on home ice to the Bathurst T10 as the T10 swept a 2-game set at center 200. Dawson Theed led the way with 2 goals and an assist, while Ty Fournier scored for Cape Breton. Kevin Mandolise making his Q debut in this one, stopping 18 of 21 shots. And that's all for this day in Scream Eagles history.